Welcome back, everyone, to the Catholic Sports Association. We are here in our Season 8 playoff games. This is the first playoff game. My name is Citlali Garcia, and I'm here with Diego Castellanos.
Pleasure to be here with you.
And we are here to be narrating and commenting on the lovely game that will be played of Charlotte's Angels versus Serves Up.
That's right. It's a great game that we're looking forward to. We're looking at the number 4 and the number 5 seed in our playoff bracket. And if you take a look at our playoff bracket, you'll see that there's some teams that you might have seen earlier this season playing both competitive and social. Let's start from the very top. We have the number 1 seed, Servers of Christ versus Tuscan Raiders.
So fun fact, Servers of Christ is actually a competitive group. It's okay. Servers of Christ is actually a competitive group, and the Tuscan Raiders is a social group.
That's right.
That's a very interesting combo right there.
Yeah, and the way that the playoff bracket worked out this season is that the top 6 teams in the competitive league moved on to the playoffs, as well as the top 2 teams of the social. So typically the competitive teams are here because they've had a couple more seasons of experience. Maybe they have some players that played in college, whereas the social teams come out here to have fun.
Yeah.
But every once in a while you have some social teams that are actually pretty talented.
Pretty talented, and yeah, and here they are. They're here in our bracket. Following them, if you continue to look at the bracket, it's this game, Charlotte's Angels versus Serves Up. Underneath them is the Upsets versus the Valero Liberos.
That's right. And the Upsets, surprisingly this season, I don't know if they meant to name themselves this way, but they're 3rd seed in the competitive bracket. So I don't know if they're the Upsets or they're upsetting others.
Probably both.
Yeah, they've been both. We'll find out today after the game between the Upsets and Valero Liberos. And then finally we have the Cobras versus the Serviums. Once again, another game between a competitive team and a social team, which is number 2 Cobras versus number 7 the Serviums. And now what I might let you know about the Cobras is that they shouldn't be underestimated. Even though they're 2nd place in the bracket, they had the most sets won this season. So although Servers of Christ ended up on top, the Cobras were probably the most deadly out there.
Yeah, I agree. You know, back in the day, I was a member of the Cobras.
Really?
I think it was season 3 or 4, maybe.
Wow. Many moons ago.
Many moons ago. I was a wee little volleyball player. And I'm still a wee little volleyball player, but it's not my fault I can't grow anymore.
For sure.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the overall rankings now we're talking about it. Let's go first through the competitive side.
Yes.
So as I mentioned, we have Servers of Christ first.
Yes, and following Servers of Christ, we have our infamous Cobras. Following them, we have the Upsets in the 3rd spot. The 4th and 5th spot are Charlotte's Angels and Serves Up, which is the game for today. And then following them is the Valero Liberos, New Kids on the Block in 7th place, and Spike Babies in 8th place in the competitive bracket.
And New Kids on the Block and Spike Babies are actually currently playing right now. They're both looking for their first win, and there are no ties, so somebody's got to win. We'll find out today.
Definitely.
Now moving on to the social side of the rankings, we have in 1st place the Serviums, as well as 2nd place Tuscan Raiders. They both moved on into our playoff bracket this season. In 3rd place, just missing out on the playoffs. Oh, careful.
I've been hit. That's
right.
it. They're losing.
Write it down. In 3rd place, we have the 12th man, which is, I think, a reference to the Aggies, if I'm not mistaken.
The 12th man.
Just missing out, as well as the Sanddogs and Sake y Remate, all having a 2-2 record, just 1 win away from getting into the playoff bracket. Very impressive season. Next up is the Ultra Servers, having a 1-3 record, along with the 7th and 8th seed of the social bracket, Good Volley Miss Molly and How I Set Your Mother. Interestingly enough, all the social teams have won this season.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I think is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I know they're all here to have fun, but you know, it's good to win every once in a while.
Yeah, fun pays off, I guess.
It sure does.
I've also heard that Ultra Servers, even though they've only won 1 game, they've been having a lot of fun in a lot of their games.
That's right. I've even heard that their captains bring them like goodies.
Yeah, their captains seem to be pretty cool.
That's pretty great.
And they get the opposite team goodies too. It's because they're Ultra Servers, they're serving the other team. That makes sense.
That's very Catholic of them.
They're very, very smart, those team captains of that.
Something about them.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't know. Moving on, Charlotte's Angels, as we mentioned, in the competitive bracket versus Serves Up, so Charlotte's Angels has a 3-1 record, winning 3 games and losing only 1, while Serves Up has won 2 games and losing only 1.
That's right.
But if you look at their sets that have been won, each team has won a total of 7 sets.
Absolutely.
Which really goes to show of their, I guess their compatibility in this game.
For sure.
So hopefully it will be a close game and an exciting one as well.
That's right, and that's why I think it's so cool to be able to give you guys this game today, because it will be a close one. Hopefully, the stats show it, and also their gameplay shows it. We were able to see Serves Up earlier this season take it head-to-head with Servers of Christ, and they're a great team. And I've heard great things about Charlotte's Angels, and there's a reason why they made it this far in the competition as well. So looking forward to a great game for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Now let's take a look at other games that are happening today. As I mentioned earlier, we have the new kids on the block facing the Spike Babies, actually currently right behind us. And one of those teams will be taking home a W today. It'll be their first time this competition, and that's great. I think it's good to come out here and get at least one.
Yeah, definitely. Up next, also at 6:30 in the court that is right next to us, it is Good Volley Miss Molly versus Sand Dogs.
Sand Dogs, both very great names, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure. Now, adjacent from our game, happening at the same time, is going to be Servers of Christ versus Tuscan Raiders. As we mentioned, this is the number 1 versus the number 8 seed. And now this, as I said, might be a blowout, or it might be a great underdog story. Yeah, and I'm really hoping to see the result of that game and to see how it went down, and because I know there's plenty of great players on the Tuscan Raiders. The Ultra Servers, I believe, played them earlier this season, and they were just incredible athletes all around.
Definitely. Also, same time as that game is Charlotte's Angels versus Serves Up. Also looking forward to see how that plays out. But at 8 p.m. after this game, it would be Cobras versus the Serviums.
That's right. That'll be a good one. Following that, also at 8 o'clock, is a 12th Man versus How I Set Your Mother. That game will be on the St. Joseph court. And finally, our last games of the night, which are our night games, which would be the Upsets versus Valero Liberos.
And then the last one is the Altar Servers versus Sake y Remate. Now, those last games, 8:45, those are tough, you know.
Right.
You're already tired before the game has even started.
It's December.
It's December.
It's cold.
It's a Monday.
Sometimes it's raining.
It's windy.
But you have friends.
The lights are weird.
They keep you warm.
But they're also good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at today's lineups for our game of the week, which is Charlotte's Angels versus Serves Up. First, let's take a look at Charlotte's Angels.
Charlotte's Angels has our team captains Alexander Rodriguez and Emily Maris. Next on the team, we have Rebecca Stevens, Johnny Galvan, Jillian Furman, Tyler Maris, Emily Redlinger, Lee Salinas, Turner Terillian, and Emily Galvan.
That's a great team. I've heard a lot of these names already this season from other players in the league, and they've been telling me that this is definitely a team to be watching for.
Yeah.
We have people like Turner on there, who last season was in the championship game in the indoor league. So he's definitely somebody that, although he might be at the bottom of the list that you have in front of you, he's definitely a sleeper pick, and he'll go out and do great things, I think.
Yeah, I hope so.
Let's take a look now at the lineup for Serves Up. We have our captains Brian Johnson and Michaela Schneider. Shout out to St. Pius X. Next, we have Jorge Maldonado, who I believe is a big Aggie fan. I always see him repping Aggie gear, which I think I really appreciate. Next, we have Dana Grant, Mario Torres, shout out St. Monica's, Sofia Gonzalez, Seth Kitchens, Emily Maella, Amanda Campos, Jacqueline Gonzalez, and Jorge Campos, probably named after the famous Mexican goalkeeper.
You think so?
I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, 2 Jorges. I wonder if that's confusing.
Oh, that might be confusing.
Jorge!
Maybe Jorge 1, Jorge 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Jorge and Campos?
Jorge and George?
Nah.
No. We'll see. We'll have to find out. Well, we have a very exciting game, Charlotte's Angels versus Serves Up. We're really looking forward to it. I think one of the best things about this league that I've been seeing is that really anybody can come out and play.
Yeah, definitely.
On all these teams, there's people, like I've mentioned, that might have played in college. But then there's some people that might have never played a sport before, but they're looking for community. And that's one of the big words that I've been hearing this entire season from everybody that I've gotten a chance to talk to, or maybe that they just come up and in a conversation, they bring up how important the community is.
Yeah, the sportsmanship here also is very incredible. Win or lose, you know, the opposite team is is always happy to play, right? And even though there are some teams that are listed competitively and some that are listed socially, really all of the teams are here to have fun.
That's right. And ultimately, we're all here to serve God. And I think as many of the names will let you know, that's what most of these people are here for. And, we have the opportunity also to grow in that. And so it's been a pleasure so far to be watching this season, to be now commentating as well. So
Absolutely.
We're definitely looking forward to what we have presenting to you in today's game of Charlotte's Angels versus Serves Up. And here we are on the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Here, graciously, presenting to you Charlotte's Angels versus Serves Up.
Yes.
Great matchup between number 4 and 5 in our playoff bracket.
And just a reminder, both of these teams have the same record for sets won. So we are hoping it is going to be a good and close game.
That's right. We just had Charlotte's Angels serve out of bounds, so now it's 1-0 Serves Up. Serving now for Serves Up is Mario Torres. Great serve.
Nice.
Got the ace on that one. Mario has a really good serve in the sense that sometimes it's not that quick, but it's a spin on the ball that's hard to receive.
Exactly, and that's what happened here when she tried to receive it. Oh, that was a good receive, but beforehand, she got it. She got there in time, but because of the spin on the ball, it went in the opposite direction. So those are really difficult to get.
This is a nice rally we got going on here. Oh, and as soon as I said it, the Serves Up players send it right into the scoreboard. Serving up next is Turner Terillian. Great serve. Nice pass.
Ooh, that was a good block.
Oh, but
he did put his hands on the net.
Tyler did hit the net, so that would be a point for Serves Up.
Exactly. Those are very difficult to watch because the intensity of the game, it's just, you forget that there's a net and you forget that you can't touch it. But yeah, that was still a good block. So we have another serve coming up.
Oh, just short.
Nice.
I feel like the wind is now affecting the game, and we've just started.
Definitely, and I feel like it definitely picked up more within right the start of the game.
As soon as the game started, there was no wind.
Yeah.
And then 1 point in,
And
the
then
wind picked up.
There was wind.
And then there was wind.
Didn't God say that at some point?
It looks like there's a little bit of confusion on that last serve. The referee was not ready. He didn't blow the whistle on that one, and so they're just trying to figure out what they're gonna do next.
I think there was also some discussion about what counts as attacking a serve.
Correct.
Oh,
And now they're just discussing the score. They're gonna go ahead and give that point to Charlotte's Angels as well as the serve.
And with that, they're tied at 3-3.
Here we go. Ooh, great serve. Oh, and just stays in right on the line.
In. That was tricky. That one, I definitely saw the wind blow that ball to the left a little bit.
Sometimes you gotta figure out where the wind is blowing and use it to your advantage.
Exactly. You gotta do the classic lick your fingertip and then put it up in the air.
Yes. Good old golf trick for you.
Yeah. Is that a golf trick?
I think so.
I don't know.
I've never seen a soccer player do it, so.
I've played. That's true. They should though. Maybe
They should.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe that'll help,
give us more exciting games in this World Cup.
Honestly.
Yeah. Speaking of World Cup, is he wearing an Argentina jersey?
That is an Argentina jersey that Mario Torres has on as we're looking at this great rally.
I think he's trying to channel his inner Messi.
I hope so. That'll definitely help his team.
Ooh, very
but
obvious.
The team sometimes let Messi down.
Yes.
In this case, Serves Up is just too strong and sends it out of bounds.
Exactly.
Back to serve, we have Charlotte's Angels.
That was a good serve.
Right over the net.
Beautiful.
Set.
Nice. Ooh, that was also very close. Man, those are always very tricky because if you go for it and it's out, then you could have cost your team an easy point.
Exactly.
But those are difficult because you have to know where the line is, and especially when they hit this back line of the court, those are even harder because you're trying to sense what's behind you.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Great serve right over the net.
Almost looked like it was short.
Yeah.
That was good. It was
Charlotte's
very
Angels
smooth.
were not expecting that one.
Not at all.
was
Neither
I.
was I. Good thing I'm not playing on the court.
Back to serve again for Serves Up.
Good calling. And tipping it over. See, that's exactly what you're looking for when you're playing a game of strategy. Is you find for those empty pockets on the field, on the court, where nobody is particularly close, and you send the ball right there and you tip it over.
That's right. And that's sometimes where being aggressive can actually cost you. You want to be helpful for your teammates and move forward into open spots, but if you move into an open spot, that means one open up behind you.
Yeah, and that's why you have your team, right? So if somebody moves up, it is also part of the team's job to help cover each other. But sometimes, you know, those pockets happen, and that's okay.
I like to call those hot pockets.
Hot pockets?
That's right.
Why hot?
Because then when you're not paying attention, they burn you.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's good.
It is.
Got another serve heading over.
Great serve by Lee Salinas, but an even better pass by Mario, sending it right back over.
Ooh, short on the third hit. Good plan, though. Good plan to get those 3 hits in. Getting those 3 hits is a lot harder than it seems because, again, that's one of those things that you want to be coordinated, you want to be aggressive, but it can also cost you a point for your own team.
Exactly. Nice high serve there by Jorge Maldonado.
Beautiful. Ooh, that one is a close one. Oh, man.
Right on their side.
So close.
The score is now 9-6. Serves up with a 3-point lead.
Ooh, short serve.
Looking for a little bit of help there from his teammate, but sadly he can't help you on the serve.
It's because the wind was not present, so it couldn't
right.
blow it over the net a little bit more.
Up to serve now, Charlotte's Angels.
Good serve.
Oh,
And that is
little
over.
Double team right there. Love to see it.
Good over. Oh, and it's very out. Sometimes those muscles can turn against you.
That's why I don't go to the gym.
Yeah, me too. I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, you know, everyone's.
You know,
a lot of
yeah, I
blue
mean,
moon.
I kind of try to be healthy.
I mean, every time I go to the gym, I have a blue moon.
Yeah.
Oh, cheeky little punch there. Oh, and it was just
that
enough for
was
the
so
serves up.
close.
Threw off Charlotte's Angels with that cheeky little fist right there.
That was a good close dive to go get that last ball, but unfortunately, not close enough.
On the serve now for serves up is Seth Kitchens, Mr. Cocina.
Beautiful serve.
Cooking it up.
I was gonna say serve it up.
Oh, good one, good one.
Thanks. Ooh, good. Let's see if they'll go for that third hit, and they are.
Good hit by
Sending it
Turner.
over.
Oh, just too much on it for Jorge.
Got a baby over here trying to play.
Just a little bit too young.
A little too young. Maybe next year.
On the serve for Charlotte's Angels, we have Tyler Maris.
Good
little
serve for
underhand
Tyler. Ooh, that one is close
Kitchens
and
just sends it
barely out.
right into the camera.
And again, those are really tricky to spot because they're really close to the line. And sometimes they're on the line, but even if it's on the line, it still counts as in.
Now he goes for the overhand serve. Tyler switching it up, and it's just too much for serves up.
They're getting a good run now with the score being 10-11.
Tyler again with the overhand serve. This man has a lot of tools in his tool belt, and they seem to be paying off as they
Nice.
get another point there.
Really throwing off the other team, getting them discombobulated because they're trying to get their 3 hits. And on the third one, it's out.
Discombobulated, that's a big word.
It is.
That's your SAT word for the day, kids.
Yeah, there's another word, befuddled.
Befuddled.
That's a good one.
Wow,
It means confused, I think.
indeed. This
A
feels
little
like an episode
befuddled
of
on
Word
the-
Girl. I love it.
Bad girl.
Oh, Mario channeling
Oh,
his inner
man.
Lautaro Martinez. And it is just too strong. He skies it like Harry Kane did. Sad day.
Oh boy.
I'm crying too, kid. Tyler Maris sends that one really far and too far this time.
Again, don't go to the gym or else that will happen.
Sure will.
Here we got hopefully an iconic serve. You think it'll be an iconic serve?
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Iconic. Good.
Oh,
Good.
nice little send up. Oh, and
Ooh,
finding
so
those hot
close.
pockets on the court.
That was a good attempt at kicking the ball over. That would have been cool if he would have gotten it. Ooh, we got a fail on the toss up for the serve.
That's all right.
Get a redo.
Try again.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. And
Ooh,
just too
too strong. Good dive still.
Tyler Maris showing us that although it is out, he is more than ready.
Yeah. He said, I'm going to go for it anyways. And he did.
He sure did.
He's a little short, but he did. It was impressive of a dive.
Oh, nice little pop.
Ooh, good.
Lee Salinas with the pass to
Ooh.
Tyler. Runs over his own teammate, but it works. Mario sending it back over to Tyler. The
Good
pass now to
redemption
Turner.
move.
Sends it over. Senor Cocina. Oh, just enough.
Oh, this is close. Let's go. Oh, and
right
short.
into the
Those are
net.
the worst. Those are so difficult to get over because you're just so close to the net. Can't really send it to anybody.
And you
Man.
appreciate the hustle, but sometimes it's just not enough.
Definitely. That one was close.
Serve now for serves up. Oh, and that's just what they love to do, right over the net. Tyler sends it right back over. Kitchen
Ooh,
Maid.
barely.
Oh, Kitchen
That one
Maid
was
just too
tricky.
strong. See, Lali, what's your favorite kitchen appliance?
My favorite kitchen appliance.
Let me
I
ask you
think,
something else. If you could be a kitchen appliance, which
Ooh.
kitchen appliance would you be?
I feel like that's a
and why?
harder question. I feel like a spatula is solid,
That's a really
but
good one,
not the
actually.
kind that get the little spatula part separated from the stick.
Oh,
You know?
okay, yeah, yeah.
But the ones that are continuously like a spatula.
It's
that
a
don't come-
singular spatula.
Yes, because the ones, here's why. Because the ones that come apart, because it's easier to clean, quote, quote,
Right.
they actually get mold inside over the years.
Really?
And it's
Wow.
really yucky, and you don't want to be whipping up a cake with a moldy spatula. So I would be a solid spatula. What about you?
That's good, actually.
Thanks.
I didn't know that. Now we got kitchen tips by Lali Garcia. We're gonna have to make some type of vlog for that. Oh, great dig there by Lena. Yet Lee Salinas. Lee Salinas. Yes, I am stalling as to which kitchen appliance I would like to be. You know, I think I would like to be a stand mixer. Because stand mixers, you normally don't find those. You don't find stand mixers in most people's kitchens because it's just for like very unique, specific things. And like it incorporates everything that you're trying to mix, right? And it's a crucial part of the process. And so, you know, that's where I identify as.
If you were a stand mixer,
I was a stand mixer?
what color of a stand mixer would you be?
That's a great question. Can I just be one color or could I be like two separate kinds?
No,
or like
you can be one
a
color.
mix? Oh, only one color? Dang, that's a great question. I feel like I would be stainless steel.
Like all of it?
Yeah. Well, you said I didn't pick what color.
Well, the red,
Oh, okay.
blue.
Like red stainless steel? Dang, that'd actually be pretty cool.
Is that a thing? Is that
Could be.
existing?
I'll make it one.
Okay.
Up to serve.
Would you-
Charlotte's Angels. Oh!
Good. Send over.
Oh!
Ew.
Speaking of
Oh,
kitchens.
so close.
Not enough there by Seth.
So close. If you were a kitchen mixer or a stand mixer,
Stand mixer.
sorry, that belongs in a kitchen,
That's right.
what do you think you would be mixing most often?
I feel like pizza dough. Yeah. Oh! Oh, and just
Oh.
too strong there by serves up.
Said pizza dough.
Pizza dough.
Just purely
That's
pizza
right.
dough.
Pizza dough.
Have you ever made pizza before?
I have, actually a couple times. You know, it was one of those things that like when the pandemic hit, we had nothing better to do, at least I had nothing better to do.
Yeah.
I decided, what the heck, I'm gonna learn how to make pizza from scratch. So I did.
Nice.
And the first few times it was god awful, not gonna lie. It was terrible when I forced my family to feed it.
To eat it?
To eat it, that's right. That's how bad it was. We forgot how to speak.
They were feeding each other
That's
the
right.
pizza because they didn't want to eat it.
Nope, nobody did.
Nobody did.
But after a couple times, you know, I actually got pretty good at it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
See, my thing during quarantine was getting into eyeshadow and makeup.
Really?
Really learned how to blend those colors together, which kind of was cool, but also not because I didn't have anywhere to go. I would put on all of that makeup and
Just
then
to go to bed.
Well,
Just
not
to go to the
bed.
fridge.
Yes, just to go to
Just
the
to go to
fridge.
the kitchen.
Said maybe I'll go to Walmart with some eyeshadow,
Ooh.
and I did.
Fancy.
I know, it was crazy.
Those were different times. Oh, great serve there by Serves Up. This is a set point. Charlotte's Angels looking to just get 1 point.
Third hit, let's go. Send it over. Oh,
And
and
it's
short
not
on that
enough.
third
Serves
hit.
Up is standing them up at 20 points, not letting them take this W yet. All these sets are going to be very important in these playoff games.
Charlotte's Angels just
We got
has
a
to.
ball on the court. Excuse me.
Charlotte's Angels just has to break this serve, and they have the set as theirs.
Here we go. Serves up.
Ooh, easy point. Hitting it right there in a hot pocket.
In the hot pocket.
You're right in the hot pocket. I almost did the Red Robin.
The yum?
Yum.
That's funny.
Let's see.
Here we go. Serves up looking to get a tied game here.
Good
Looks
receive.
like Charlotte's Angels have woken
Third
up. They want
hit.
this point.
Let's go. Come on, Tyler.
Tyler doing what he can, but serves up are ready and there to meet him.
Ooh, good
great
send
slide.
over. Oh,
Lee,
good.
ready. Kitchens.
Let's see.
Tyler.
Charlotte's Angels got to.
Oh, what an athletic move! Oh, and it was just too
just
much.
short.
Wow.
That was amazing.
What a great last point.
Yeah.
With Charlotte's Angels winning the first set 21-19. So close.
So close.
As you can see, folks, that was a very competitive first set. We're hoping to see more of that moving into the next two sets, with Charlotte's Angels taking the advantage. All they need now is to win one more set out of the following two, and they will advance to face the winner of Tuscan Raiders or Servers of Christ in the semifinals of the Catholic Sports Association Season 8 Sand Volleyball Playoffs.
Semifinals.
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 Semifinals. What?
Snack.
Snack.
Both teams are looking really good that first set.
Yeah, definitely good. Good serves and good tips over the net, which has been really good. There was that one attack on the net early on in the game, but it was corrected and hasn't happened since. So
That's right.
It looks really good for Charlotte's Angels on that part.
What do you think Serves Up can do this set to get them over that 2-point gap that they had, to fill that gap and then get them over it and win this second set?
I think really just keeping their cool, their communication looks good, their coverage of their side of the court looks good. Really just not allowing themselves to be flustered by Charlotte's Angels, so that because they are getting those 3 hits, they just need to keep them centered on the court on the other side.
For sure. Yeah, I think communication is definitely key in order to get all the other ingredients mixed in to get a successful set.
Mixer.
You like that one? It took me a little bit, I know.
It took me a little bit too.
But yeah, to get a successful set, I think that's exactly what happened, and it starts with communication, because all the other things that are involved in winning can't happen unless you're talking to each other, unless you know where each other are.
Exactly.
And that set, that serve goes right out by Mario Torres.
Barely,
just too strong.
That was like some Spidey set.
One of the players on Charlotte's Angels just said that was some Spidey sense that was needed to detect that ball was actually, in fact, out. That's how close to the line that ball was. We got the wind coming in again, maybe helping the serve over. There we go.
Serves Up looking to put it back over.
Oh, and just short. Those are tricky too, especially once it's dark out. When the ball goes high like that, keeping your eye on it and really having that hand-eye coordination.
Absolutely. Your depth perception is definitely changed in the dark, and the bright lights sometimes don't help either.
Exactly. Because you think you're hitting the ball, but you're just looking at the light.
Yeah. Or sometimes you're looking at the moon.
Yeah.
Difficult.
One time in middle school, that happened to me, except I was in a gym
Oh.
and there were no big lights. I just the ball went really high and I called it. I said, mine, and then I stuck my arms out to get it and it fell in my face. And then I was so embarrassed that I fell to the ground, started crying, pretended that my arm was hurting
Yes.
so that I could sit out. But I was really just crying because I was embarrassed.
That sounds like a natural-born soccer player there, if I've ever heard one.
Thanks.
Getting injured on one part and reaching for another.
Exactly.
That's the tactic, you know. Sometimes you need to extend the time. Sometimes you need to avoid some embarrassment, and that's okay. Oh!
Yeah.
Just out of balance there on the serve by Serves Up.
Yeah, which I think it served its purpose because I'm probably the only person on my volleyball team who remembers that moment.
Probably.
And everybody else just remembers it as Lolly hurt her arm, but it was me thinking that I was making a fool of myself.
They're probably wondering if you're still okay.
I'm not.
Physically.
Yeah.
Another one of those tricky balls that went straight up there.
And that leaves our
Passed by
score
Tyler.
again at 3 versus 3 for both Charlotte's Angels and Serves Up.
All tied up. Serving now. Serves up.
Oh, and just short of the net.
He went there for power, but not for placement. Turn her up for the serve for Charlotte's Angels. Sounds like we have a Brazilian party behind us.
Got a good beat. Oh, and just
in!
in. Barely.
Just in Timberlake. Just in case you forgot your socks, because it's cold out here.
It is quite cold.
Thank you for bringing me a pair.
Of course, you're welcome. You're repping my Warren High School socks.
I just now realized we have 7 players on the Charlotte's Angels team. Because there's one player that is pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, playing with the power for 2.
That's right.
Well, that's probably what gave them the extra power in the first set.
You're right. That extra human in there.
That's right.
Do you think that they're calling it inside? Do you think they're saying mine? But then they just
Like
can't
the
get there
seagulls?
in time? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens.
I agree. That's impressive. I can barely play and I'm not even pregnant. I struggle.
Sometimes I just feel impregnated by pizza. That's usually the
no.
case. Oh, Mario just too
Ooh.
strong there on the send over.
That was a good attempt at keeping the ball alive by Charlotte's Angels, but fortunately it was too good of a send over.
Jorge Maldonado back to serve now. Oh, good serve. What I like about his serves is that they go high. And so the
Ooh,
the
that was
other
a
team doesn't
very
know where it's
careful
going to land, if it's going to land
over.
close to the net. Oh!
Oh, good, good.
Great hustle by the serves up.
We got some really good talk and communication over here by serves up, which is really, really helping them because it really helps the player going for the ball gain that confidence, knowing that they have their team telling them to get it and supporting them to get it.
Especially cheering them on after they do something positive. And that positive reinforcement, I think, is so underrated in any team sport, really.
I agree.
Serves up playing very well.
Oh, and just out.
I think the wind took that one.
Well, maybe. That was very close of a call, though. Ooh. Good. We got some calling over by Charlotte's Angels as well. Seems like they're adapting the communication. Oh, so close.
The pass there just landing right at the bottom of the net. Those are probably the most difficult hits to really reach and then help your team out after that.
Exactly. Because once you dive for those, you still have to coordinate getting to the ball on time and hitting it back up to where you want it to go and who you want it to go to.
And the natural inclination is to send it towards the other team, but actually in those situations, you need to send it back to your own team.
Exactly.
Because there's no way you can send it forward because you're already at the net.
Ooh.
Little miscommunication there by serves up. Cost them a point. Charlotte's Angels up by 2 now.
Good serve by Charlotte's Angels. Going for that third hit. Oh, and just short.
The pass was just too much there. A little bit of coaching done there by Turner just to help his teammates out. And that's what it takes, even in the playoffs. Even in the playoffs, there's always something you can learn.
Yeah, and that's good about this league and these games is you can continue to not just learn with yourself, but have your team encourage you and teach you how to do better because they are another set of eyes that can point out where maybe you're angling your hands wrong or your hips are pointed in the wrong direction. Those small things that are hard to notice when you're doing it, that really, really make a difference when somebody else, in a way, calls you out and shows you how to do it better.
Yeah, definitely. Seth Kitchens just serving that one out there, giving the point to Charlotte's Angels. And I totally agree with what you're saying, Citlali. I think that having other players with you, they see things that you can't because you can't be looking at your own body while you're serving, but they can, and they can notice things that are maybe inconsistent in your serve or maybe when you're passing. Great reflexes there by Jorge.
Yeah, he was going to go for
and it helps him get the point.
going to go for a bump, but change it to a set, and it ended up being the right decision.
That's right. And I think going back to the point of having good teammates and having good teammates that coach you as well, I think it was very helpful my first season playing was that my brother actually was on my team. And so were you.
I was.
And I think that helped me because although I had been watching volleyball, I never really played it. And so having my brother, who's actually a middle school math teacher and coaches a little bit also, it helped to have somebody that I could trust as well with the information that he was giving me. And even in that, there were some things that he would tell me that I would notice then in him, and I would let him know like, hey, this is just something that I noticed you told me, and I'm seeing in you, and we're just helping each other get better.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
right into the
short
net.
hit by Charlotte's Angels. Tried going over, but again, it's those hits that are close to the net, always really tricky to do.
Great serve.
Ooh, close call by serves up.
Just lands in.
Yeah, barely. Speaking of serves up, have you watched the movie Surfs? Surfs.
Surfs Up, I have. Great movie,
Great
actually.
movie. Underrated. Not that many
Very
people
underrated.
talk about it.
I remember watching that a lot as a kid, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got it for a Christmas present.
Really?
Yeah, the DVD of it.
Is that a Christmas movie, you think?
No.
It feels more like a summertime movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
just in the. It's just because it's cold. It shows some
Right.
cold scenes, but it shows some scenes on the beach.
Truly timeless.
Yeah, definitely. Feels really good. Almost like you got your toes in the sand while you're watching the movie. Like us, while we're commentating on this game.
Toes in the sand.
You just wiggle your toes in the sand.
Yeah.
I bet you weren't thinking about it until I mentioned it, though.
I did.
Mhm. Which character in
Chicken Joe.
Chicken Joe?
Too easy.
That's the one you identify with the
no,
most?
any question you're gonna ask after that, Chicken Joe.
Why?
Just Chicken Joe.
But why Chicken
I think
Joe?
I started identifying with him. If that was gonna be your question,
Yes.
even if it wasn't. If you're gonna say which one is probably the tastiest, so Chicken Joe.
Chicken Joe.
Yeah. Chicken Joe, and then maybe after Chicken Joe, oh, that ball lands just in would be the Squiddy Dose and the Sticky Dose.
Wait, I think.
As the tastiest ones.
Oh,
those squids?
Gotcha.
Yeah. I like Chicken Joe because he was very honest about who he was, about where he came from,
True.
about his father being a 6-piece of chicken. Yeah.
6-piece chicken. Yeah, that was very, very sad. Also kind of funny.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that until I was older. I just thought, hey, this man really likes chicken.
He likes chicken because
He
he
was
is
a
chicken.
Wow. The more
Let's
you
all
know.
be a little bit more like Chicken Joe today and like ourselves, even if we are chicken.
Just like the ref was chicken there to hit the ball. Serves Up taking a commanding lead now. They're really hungry for this second set.
They are, and it's a close one. They are up by 5 points.
Oh, make that
Six.
6.
6 points.
They might be running away with this set.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Charlotte's Angels wants to put an end to this hot streak by Serves Up. And so they call a timeout. These timeouts, I think, can be very helpful for teams that are facing a team that's just too hot for the moment. And so this is a little bit of a heat check to see, okay, can this team really keep doing this if we stop them for a little bit, regroup, have them regroup, and get into their minds. A little bit of
Exactly.
mind games.
Yeah, it's checking the temperature on your own team, right?
That's right, you got to.
Making sure everyone's keeping a cool head, and a lot of times it's just the energy levels of your team itself that just needs to be hyped up or needs to be what's it called? Reassured.
Reassured.
Yes.
That's a good word.
Yeah. Thanks.
We've had a lot of those today.
We'll add it to the list.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, sometimes even just reminding yourself like that you are capable, or that another person is capable, that you are all capable, can make a big difference in entering a new set, or even like timeouts like these in taking a break from your set can really turn the direction. So we'll see if Charlotte's Angels makes use of this timeout, or if maybe Serves Up is also taking use of this timeout
That's right.
and keeping their streak, because Serves Up knows what is going on. They know why a timeout was being called, and it's because they are up ahead by 6 whole points.
Yeah.
And so they are probably also very cautious and keeping their guard up to make sure that they don't lose any points in return. Hopefully that doesn't make them more nervous of a player.
Absolutely. And I think also it helps the team go back to the fundamentals and talk to each other and tell each other the good things that they're doing.
Exactly.
I think timeouts aren't always for corrections, but sometimes for, like you said, that reassurance.
Or maybe they just want to talk about what they did that weekend.
Yeah,
you know?
every team kind of has their own style.
Yeah.
Typically, it's based off of their captains. They all kind of do something different, and they hope that it reflects in the game afterwards, whether that's just keep having fun or to start changing the tide.
Exactly. Seems like both teams want this set just as much.
Nice little rally here.
Oh,
Oh, and
so
speaking of turning
close.
the tides, we have Turner getting that point there for Charlotte's Angels, doing exactly what they wanted the timeout to do for them.
Exactly. Now
Great call there by the team captains.
Let's see if they keep this streak up with Tyler serving up next.
Left-handed
Beautiful.
upperhand serve.
Good
Great
return.
dig. Oh, and Tyler makes the athletic save.
So close. That was a real close one. Man. Probably 2 more steps, could have gotten there. Or
That's
maybe
right.
even,
2 more steps, he probably would have been in that fence.
yeah, I agree.
Thank goodness he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Safety, kids.
Safety. Don't climb fences. Unless they're your own.
That's right. With parent supervision, of course,
Yes.
if you're anywhere under 30.
Yeah, I agree.
I only say that because I have 3 older brothers that are under 30.
So that way they won't climb fences.
Yeah, or me neither.
See, they're
Turner sending it back over. High ball. Jorge. Oh, is it just enough?
sent over by
Turner puts it
serves
back
up.
into that hot pocket. They've been attacking that space there, and it seems to be covered well by serves up.
Oh, and just
Enough to
short.
get them a point. They're just 2 points shy now of taking this set. And Charlotte's Angels have a lot of work to do if they want to have a comeback in this set and to take the whole entire match.
Yeah. Serves up really fighting for their place though, by trying to win this set. That way they can try and win the next one. Ooh, and a good intimidation tactic there of trying to go for the ball, even though it's still on their side. Works every time. Well, most of the time.
Set point here for serves up. This is all they need to tie it up heading into the third set, and they get it.
There we go.
We are all tied up at a set apiece. Serves up, Charlotte's Angels heading into sudden death into the third set, and this third set is different this season.
And dare I say, I called it. It
You
would be
sure
a close
did.
game. Yep, because again, and look at that good sportsmanship, right? One more set left to go to determine the winner of this whole game. Still see all the smiles on their faces.
You love to see it.
Love to see it.
This third set should be pretty interesting. It'll only go up to 11 points. So instead of having a limit of 21 and then winning by 2 if the game is tied or close, it's just first to 11 and that's it. That's game. And so this is definitely one of those situations where both teams want to score points fast, but at the same time not be frantic. Because then that could lead to losing more points to the other team. I think this is a good time for both teams to regroup as we're seeing right now. For them to look at what they've done well in the past sets, because each team has won a set. They know how to win. And so it's all about bringing those ingredients back together into the third set and coming out with a win heading into the semifinals.
Exactly, and with these shorter games on the third sets of only going to 11, each team really wants to have a solid streak of points
That's right.
from at least one of their players, because that really, really helps with the advantage of going against the other team, is getting that first advantage either with the serves or with the points themselves. So we'll see which team ends up taking that advantage first. I guess they're deciding who's gonna serve first.
And even deciding who's on the court, I think this is very important going into the last set. Each team captain and each team should know each other well enough, but sometimes it's difficult to know where to place your best players going into the last set, because obviously you want them on the court as much time as possible. But sometimes that means even starting them on the bench and rotating them in, that way you can have them in the later parts of the game. Great
Got a
little head over.
good 3 hits. Oh, and just short for Charlotte's Angels. Good
Lee
hustle
Salinas
though.
really digging into the sand there, almost getting it. But we love the hustle.
Now Serves Up has an opportunity to get their serve points, dare I say their serves up, to be able to win this set.
The serve was up, but the return was better. Rotating now, Charlotte's Angels coming up with a serve in a tied game, 1-1.
Ooh, and just shy of the net. Man,
This win has come back and I believe is becoming a factor in this game.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely with the wind, it makes it tricky because there's already a lot of calculations that go into hitting a ball and knowing where to place it. But you also need to know how to calculate the wind on each of those serves and each of those hits.
Absolutely. Speaking of calculations, calculated pass there by Turner to give his teammate a chance just to hit that ball sweetly right down the middle where nobody was.
Sweetly. In a hot pocket?
Sweetly in a hot pocket.
In a hot pocket.
That's where I like to be on a cold Saturday night. Sweetly in a hot pocket.
Oh. Imagine a giant hot pocket that you get to climb inside of.
We gotta patent that idea.
That'd
be great.
I don't know if I want
it's
to.
a new Snuggie.
No.
Well, not necessarily with food ingredients, but keeping
I
it warm in there, you know? Oh! Dang. Just too much to handle there from Charlotte's Angels. Looking a little bit frantic, dare I say.
Just a wee bit. But pretty close score. Serves up is up by 1 point with the score being 3-2.
Mario Torres with the serve. Oh! Great serve. Tyler better there to receive it. Lisa Salinas sends it over.
Those are tricky.
To Mario. Seth Kitchens.
Good tip over. Oh, that was close. Man, those have to be very, very calculated because you have to get there at the right time and give the right amount of energy to barely push it over to make it look like it's not going to go over.
That's right. Oh, and just off to the side there by the serves for Charlotte's Angels, giving serves up the advantage again, and every single little point counts in these games. So you would hope that your servers could get it over, but under this pressure, sometimes it's too much. Great serve there.
Ooh, and
not
barely
able to
out.
To return it.
That leaves serves up by 2 points with a score of 5-3.
Serves up. Mario sending it back. The pass there. Oh,
Tyler doing a backwards
miscommunication,
tip.
but it worked. Mario doing his best to send the ball
Oh.
back over, but it's not enough.
Good attempt, good attempt. Man, this is a close game.
That's right. Charlotte's Angels trying to claw back.
Claw back. I like that imagery.
Mm-hmm.
I picture trying to climb a mountain with your hands.
I love that song from The Sound of Music. I don't want to. Oh, Mario! Lionel Messi!
Oh, we got some assistance by
What
Charlotte's Angels,
a
but
play.
unfortunately they were on the sidelines, so it didn't
Mario,
count.
great move there.
Mario
Channeling
Messi.
his inner Diego Maradona.
He was making a reference to the jersey right there.
That's right.
Oh, right there in
excellent
the hot
serve.
pocket.
Sometimes those surprising little things like kicks, or sometimes people even go for headbutts, or athletic plays is enough to motivate a team and to energize a team to make them feel like, oh my goodness, what was that? And like, we just got a point off of that?
Exactly.
And it really propels the team forward. Oh, great hit there.
Ooh, close tip
Tyler,
over.
great
That was a good one. Tyler really on fire here, really wanting to get that dub for his team. Good communication there by Charlotte's Angels. 1 hit, 2 hits over.
Nice little touch there.
Trying to go
Tyler
for the 3
passing it
hits.
this time. Oh, great
Good.
pass by Tyler.
Beautiful
setting it up.
communication, beautiful trust with the whole team on Charlotte's Angels. Let's see, they just need 2 more points to tie up this game.
Great dig there. Love to see it.
Oh, and again, that intimidation tactic working once more. I tried to do that one time at a game at UTSA, and I'm a short person.
A short queen, if I may say.
I'm a short one of those. So I'm not very intimidating when it comes to those jumps, but I screamed in the guy's face and then I missed the point. So it was, again, very embarrassing. I should have maybe thrown myself on the ground and cried again and pretended like my arm was hurt. But I've grown since middle school, so I didn't do that.
Hey, that's good.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Thanks. I mean, mentally, not physically, though.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
again, short.
Either way,
Yeah.
growth is growth.
Growth is growth.
Oh! Miscommunication there by Charlotte's Angels. They were on a roll, and that point swings it back in the favor of serves up. Charlotte's Angels had just tied it there. Now serves up takes the advantage back.
Let's see if Charlotte's Angels can receive.
Jorge Maldonado with a high serve right up against the net. Tyler sending it over.
Good push over by Tyler.
Turner.
Get that 3 hits. Good.
Way to send it over.
Oh,
They went right into
close.
that. Hopefully they're okay. Is everybody okay? Okay, everybody looks like they're okay. They're trying to figure out who hit the net first. It looks like serves up, crossed the net, and went under. And so that's definitely going to be a point towards Charlotte's Angels. Those are very scary.
Very scary, and I'm sure this is happening because of the intensity of the game.
Absolutely.
I mean, 8-8. You know what more could you want from both of these teams who are so closely ranked?
That's right.
Yeah.
You want to give your blood, sweat, and tears, but we hope there's no blood.
Yes. Hopefully not.
2 points away now from victory. Serves up. Seth Kitchens sends it high up.
Good
Return.
sent over.
Mario send it back.
Good.
Great
Good.
teamwork there by Charlotte's Angels. Jorge sending it
And
right
short.
into the pole. Game tied up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is coming down to the wire. Lee Salinas now up to serve for Charlotte's Angels.
Down to the point. Might have to start taking note of the yellow cards by the end of this game.
That's right. We'll have to figure out how to break this tie. Oh, and it's just too much for
so
Jorge.
close. Folks, at this very moment, Charlotte's Angels and Serves Up have the exact number of sets won.
That's right.
So
So
this
it
is
comes
the-
down to this point. If Charlotte's Angels wins it,
The ultimate tiebreaker.
oh, Mario gets it over. What does the leg play? Off the chest. Sent over to Serves Up.
Oh,
Mario sends
man.
it back. Turner.
I'm nervous.
The pass. Oh, he
not
sends
even
it
playing.
over.
Ooh!
Turner sends it out.
Ah,
Oh my
ouch.
goodness.
So close
It is coming down to the last point
to
of the
the
game.
point, but they still have to win by 2.
No, they don't.
They don't? Not on
First
the third
one
set?
to 11. Sudden death. This
Wow.
last point counts for all the marbles to continue in this tournament.
Man.
Sent over. Out.
Out. Was it online?
The referee is calling
Ref
the ball.
calls it
in.
online.
Serves up.
Seems
Take
like
the point.
Charlotte's Angels beg to differ.
But what the ref is calling goes.
Ref calls goes, and it
so
is
Serves Up takes the win
victory for Serves Up, barely by a hair.
by a hair.
That
is wild. Great job by both teams. Great job by the referee. We really love to see this level of competition. And we love to see the underdog story there by Serves Up coming into this game, losing the first set, and then finally coming out victorious, even being the lower ranked seed, even though not much separated these teams coming into this competition. Serves Up moves on and faces the winners of Servers of Christ or Tuscan Raiders.
Exactly, and we'll have those results hopefully by the next few weeks as we head into our semifinals and our finals as well. So it looks like if it's at all like this game was, looks like it'll be a very interesting competition all in all with all of the games.
Absolutely, this has been a fantastic game. We look forward to more games like this, as you were saying, Sitlali, and it has been great commentating for you today, being here with you.
Absolutely.
It's been fantastic. Thank you so much for tuning in, for listening, and tune in for next week's game in the semifinals where Serves Up will be taking on the next level of the competition to find out who will be crowned champions of this Season 8 Catholic Sports Association Sand Volleyball. I've been Diego Castellanos.
And this is Sitlali Garcia.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.